Poochie.
Oh, here comes Poochie. Hi. If I scoot away, what are you gonna do? Oh, she left. Okay. I feel like my dog wakes up and chooses violence. Dakota wakes up and decides, let me eat something I don't know about, just cause. Oh, Poochie.
Look at her, so majestic.
Hey everyone, it's me, Hallease, endeavoring to persevere, as always. In this video, I just wanted to let y'all know what's been going on in the background. And I felt like I really should tell y'all about this. I mean, I did a bit of an announcement on Instagram right when it happened, about I think a couple days after, but I realized I've never really officially said anything here. But yeah, I just wanted to get on and let y'all know that Poochie passed away in September of this year. I really wanted to let y'all know that Poochie's gone because I feel like if you've been vibing with this channel for a while, then, especially during the panorama, then, you know, I would cut to Poochie all the time. You know, I'd be working on something or showing y'all a vlog or something and then cut to Poochie taking a nap. Or I'd be setting up to do something and it's cut to Poochie chilling. I'll do a close-up of it, but we ended up getting a little paw print made of her and it says her name. And so, yeah, we just kind of were like, you know what? We want to have a little memento of Poochie just to have. And I look at it from time to time still, so. Yeah, and then I think something I want to do, of course, I have a ton of pictures of Poochie. I have a ton of pictures of Poochie all over my phone. Especially if, for those of you who have Apple or Google or whatever, yeah, I mean, I have so many photos of Poochie that it's doing that thing where here's Poochie from 3 years ago, here's Poochie from 5 years ago, you know, stuff like that. And so it's been like, but it's good, I'm grateful, because yes, I have tons of photos from her at every angle, and I will probably get one of them kind of printed as well, so I have a nice picture. She was a gorgeous dog. I mean, she was just so beautiful. Inside and out, she was my beautiful, carefree black dog. That's what she was. My beautiful, beautiful, carefree black dog. Oh my God, I am tearing up. Hallease, stop. Anyway, I'm gonna put this down because I need to put this down. She lived to be 13 years old, so really proud of that we had her as long as we did. We actually rescued her in Austin when she was 4 years old, so we've had her for 10 years. And we've had her for our entire marriage almost. So it definitely is like, whoa, a bit of a shockwave to the hive, if you will. This isn't the first dog I've had to let go. So I think for me, I kind of knew what to expect going into it and what recovery and grief looks like for me going through this process with losing Poochie. But Mr. Hallease has had dogs growing up, but I think Poochie is the first dog that he like really vibed with hardcore. So he was not okay for a while. I know that I grieve just very differently. So in the moment of needing to let her go, I was very much just, it's time, we need to do this. She's suffering too much. This is too, I'm not, you know, I go into very much matter-of-factly about things, and then it kind of hits me slowly in waves later, you know? So, you know, she passed away back in September, and there's that initial shock, but for the most part, I was just like, survive, keep going. And now, as we are closing out the year, it's really starting to hit me that she's gone like a lot. So she'd been chilling, rolling with me since the beninging, and I don't know, Mr. Hallease and I have talked a couple times about, are we gonna, you know, get another dog, or what are we gonna do? I don't know, man. I feel like, I'm not ready. I'm okay with living in this grief space. I'm okay with missing her for a while. Because she really, how do I say this? She just came to us at such a like perfect time in our lives. I had just graduated college and was frankly at home looking for work, and so I was home alone a lot, and we had just gotten married too, and just having her at home, this is before working from home was the vibe that it is now, and so it was such a blessing to have her. Like, she's just been with us for every milestone of my adult life. Like, she's the dog I've had basically my entire adult life. So 2021 has been a very interesting year of endings and beginnings, and just that constant reminder to me of the paradox of existing, the paradox of life, and the cycles that we go through in life. I think this is the longest I've gone without some sort of animal I am caring for, whether it be a chinchilla or a dog. I've had guinea pigs, I've had dwarf hamsters. Like, I've always had something else living, relying on me. And so I genuinely think this is the longest I've gone without some sort of other living creature living with. A fish, like, I've always had something. I guess you could count my plants. They are living with me too, and they are alive and well. But yeah, this is the longest I've gone without a pet of some kind. 2021 felt like a phase of my existence was ending, and not in a good or a bad way, just something is ending, so, and things are going away, so there can be space for other stuff. And so I feel like that's what's happening, and we'll see what 2022 has in store. And I also just feel like I'm about to hit a phase of my life where it would not be fair to an animal to adopt another animal right now. I wouldn't be home enough, and I just wouldn't have the capacity and time to really invest in them the way I invested in her. She just really came in at such a great time where I could really focus on her. She was a rescue, and so she needed a lot of attention in the beginning. You know, when we first got her, she just slept all day. She was incredibly underweight. She didn't really respond to us that much too, which I remember that always kind of bothered Mr. Hallease in the beginning, but I told him she has no reason to trust us. Like, she's been in and out of the foster, you know, rescue up to that point, her entire life, she'd been in and out of it because we got to see all her records and stuff. And so I was like, she has no reason to trust us. Like, why? Give her time, you know? And slowly, within, I think it was 3 months or so, I noticed that she would kind of wag her tail when she could hear Mr. Hallease coming home. Then it became, she would greet him at the door. Then it became, she was happy to see me. Like, it was very beautiful to see how she became our dog in that time, but it took a lot of time, and it took patience and commitment and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, I'm embracing that I am an animal-free person. Never say never. I think I'll definitely one day get something else again. I don't know if the dog collective or like the pet collective at large knows I'm in mourning or something, but I'd be walking down the street and people are walking their dog, and I swear to God, every dog is like coming up to me and stopping and being like, "You good, sis? You want to pet me? You good?" And I'm just like, "Yes, I received this blessing." So I don't know what. I don't know if I'm giving off that vibe to other people's dogs, but shout out to other people's dogs who are just greeting me on the street and are like, "You gonna get through this, girl." And showing me all sorts of love. It is very appreciated. I am eternally grateful. Shout out to people's cats that are just coming up to me on the street and being like, "Hey sis, heard you ain't doing well." And just being cute on the spot for me. I'm so appreciative. Like I said, I'm an animal person. I love me all sorts of animals. So if your animal is a vibe, I am a vibe with it. So yeah, in the comments below, let me know how your pet babies are doing. Are they good? Are they surviving? Are they thriving? We're figuring it out. You know what I'm saying? Life is a journey. Amen. It is a cycle, and I don't know, with grieving and overall, I've lost a lot of people, animals, friends. I've lost a lot of folks, I would say. Considering my age, I'm not terribly old, I'm 31, and, you know, I've seen caskets that are this big and caskets that are 6 foot. So life is fascinating. And I've learned that through the grieving process, if you are sad that someone has left you, that means they had a positive impact on your life. And that means that they mattered, and that's beautiful. So all that to say, I'm Hallease, endeavoring to persevere as always. If you're new here, like, share, subscribe, follow social media, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, you know, I wanted to end the video on a negative, but, you know, just want to let y'all know there's not going to be any more cut to Poochie anymore. So, yeah.